Hello and welcome to another episode of Café 21. I'm your host, Ross Crawford, and in the hot seat today, we have another really special guest. Our guest is something of a jack of all trade here at STGC in the entertainment industry. A talented singer, actor and dancer, and exceptional quiz host with experience performing in an array of genres, including producing and performing his own Adelaide Fringe show just this year. As I say, he's also one of our own at STGC as our Director of Events and Show Management. Welcome to the hot seat, Jared Gerschwitz. How are you, Jared?
I'm good, Ross. Thank you very much for having me on.
Of course, our pleasure. So, you know the drill. 3 questions, 3 answers. Are you ready?
I am absolutely ready.
Brilliant. So, first of all, Jared, I'll keep things light. Obviously, as I say, you're a kind of performer extraordinaire as we've come to know you. What excites you about performing? And when and why did you kind of decide that was your path?
So I can pinpoint exactly when I decided, when I got excited about acting. It was 2010. I just gone to see my older brother's year 12 production. So his final grade of school. He studied drama in high school. And watching that production, I got so excited and so thrilled. I sort of went, that's what I want to do. And then throughout high school, I thought, I'll do that on the side and I'll focus on science, or I'll focus on something else, or maybe do medicine, and then just, do some musicals on the side or whatever. And then started uni and had absolutely no passion in comparison when I started studying science there compared to the one drama subject I was doing at uni. All my time was focused on it. So I went, right, that's clearly what I'm meant to be doing. So started doing that and haven't looked back since, really.
What was the show that got you interested in the start? What was your favorite musical or your favorite drama growing up that was like, no, this is what I have to perform in?
Yeah, so there's been a few shows that have done that. It's whatever show I've been in that's made me go, oh yes, this is definitely what I'm doing, particularly in high school. But my older brother was in a production of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. So that's what really sort of got me in. And I was a big fan of C.S. Lewis's books when I was younger. And so getting to sort of see one of my favorite stories ever brought to life, it was, just so exciting. And I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to bring stories to life.
Brilliant. So exciting. It's always nice to hear someone talk about their passion, and it's clear that you're so passionate about it. Right, brilliant. So now, obviously, the entertainment industry is one of the most difficult industries to make a name for yourself in, as I'm sure you've found over in Australia, and you've also performed in the UK as well. But what is your advice then for young performers in this digital age, especially, as you know, we're tech specialists here, on how they can find their way in the world of song, dance, or even acting?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The entertainment industry is incredibly competitive. And I think a lot of people sort of conduce it as the most competitive. It's not necessarily. It depends on it's one of those classic things. It's not what you know, it's who you know. So my advice is to get out and make work and meet other artists, because you never know when someone that you've bumped into 3 years ago who you really enjoyed working with calls you and says, hey, I've got this amazing opportunity. Keep studying, keep learning. You can always read up more on any sort of art. And that's the thing. Art is one of the few industries in the world where you don't need to be in a job to be doing it, per se. So my biggest advice is to create your own stuff. Write your own shows. If you're a visual artist, create your own artwork constantly. You don't have to be waiting for commissions or for people to want it. Putting it out there, it gives you training, it gives you experience, it builds your confidence. And as I said, builds your network. Because the more of yourself you can put into everything is how you can expand your knowledge, your reach, and really sort of be heard as an artist. Writing this Fringe show this year, it was a huge challenge of mine, but it was something that I wanted to do to really explore being, as a member of the queer community, what it's like growing up in a rural area, and how it wasn't all bad, it wasn't all good, it was a mixture of the both, because you don't hear that story told much. You hear, oh, it was horrid. And I went, that's not my experience. My family supported me, thankfully, where I know a lot of people don't. But I wanted to say that it's not all bad, and it doesn't have to stay bad for you if you've got this support network and if you've got people around you, but you've got to find those people.
Yeah, I'm sure it's always good to have a good support network around you, making sure you find those people. It's good advice for young performers. Um, you talked about your own show there. It was Country Chick, I believe, and it seems like you've performed in a version of almost every musical written to this point. Potentially
I
even
definitely
performing
have
for
not.
us. Potentially even performing for us on our quiz shows that you so wonderfully host here at STGC. It's always a little bit of fun when Jared's on the line and he's hosting our quizzes. But you've got so much more going on. You've been performing. You've been writing your own show. You've done your own show this year. You're also our events manager, as I said, for the STGC conference coming up. But how else can we find you, and what else is in the pipeline for you, Jared, moving forward?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram at Jared Gerschwitz, name's right there on the Zoom link. And really it's sort of, SportsTech is now my main focus. It's aiming to develop and bring this conference together. It's Shireen, when she first introduced me, it was quite funny, would introduce me as the glitz and glam expert, because that's what I loved about joining this team at SportsTech, was there was financial experts and technology experts and sport experts and all of these. And she said, no, but we need someone who knows event production and who knows that side of it, and called on me. And I was absolutely thrilled to jump at the chance to create a brand new experience for tech and sport enthusiasts to really meet those two worlds together. So I've just come off of doing the Australian premiere of an American musical, The Hello Girls, which was about these women in World War I who weren't really treated like even humans. They were treated as contractors instead of the soldiers that they were originally signed on as, and how they had to fight for change. And SportsTech is exciting to me in that now I'm part of creating change and creating new ideas and creating those opportunities for new and upcoming tech developers in the world.
Brilliant. And as Shireen says, you definitely bring a sense of glitz and glam to STGC, and we always have fun chatting to you, despite the fact you're all the way in Australia, and quite often it's way past your bedtime over there when you're chatting to us. But so we appreciate you very much. So thank you for sitting in the hot seat today. Bit of a change, me leading things in our meetings for a change. But obviously we wish you well, and we'll see you hopefully in the UK very soon.
Yes, hopefully I'll see you there. Thanks very much for having me on, Ross.